All right, guys, welcome. How are we doing? Welcome, guys. So let's just wait for a few more seconds and get people to join this. Give me a second, guys. Okay. All right. So welcome, guys, to the Sunday Sauce. We have a couple of us here right about now. Okay. Mr. Richard, welcome on board. All right. Papilo, I see you. Good evening. How are we doing? Good evening. All right, guys. So we have more people joining us. As you are joining us, hopefully you know what we're about on the Sunday Source session. The goal of this session is to actually walk us through the market, right? Analyzing the currency pairs and crypto pairs for the coming week. Okay. So, and we have been doing this week after week, and then we have been getting amazing results as regarding the directions of the market. All right. So what we've been doing majorly is to spot supply and demand zones in the market, and then regardless of what you are trading with, it is advisable that you trade in those supply and demand zones because what controls the market at the end of the day is supply and demand. Okay. So while I'm doing this introduction, you can, if you are here live, you can just type in the currency pairs that you want me to analyze while we wait for more people to join us live. Okay. Now, welcome also for people that will watch the replay. You're also very much welcome. I always say this at every point in time. You cannot take away screen time in your trading journey, right? If you want to be very profitable as a forex trader, you need to actually spend time trading the market. Okay, spend time on the chart. Either you are just doing your back testing or you are trading. No amount of videos or mentorship that you would receive can take away your own personal investment when it comes to screen time. And what I found out is that with me spending time on the screen week after week, I found out that I'm better week after week, right? This week again, I found out something very important as it regards my trading system that I'm adding. So like I keep stacking up, adding to my knowledge because as I'm spending time on the chart, I begin to realize some things, right? I realized some things, and then it was like that aha moment when it comes to trading. All right, so whether you are trading and then you like lose trades, it's okay to lose trades. And I know that some people last week, maybe it was GBP USD that did you dirty or gold or something. Okay, I know that some people actually lost money last week because GU went crazy last week. But if you are following this analysis, at the point where we said GU was going to reverse, that was where GU reversed from. All right. So even when you make losses, don't throw away forex. Okay, just spend time on the screen and keep back testing, keep understanding your strategy and making it better. Right. If you can get mentored, it's very important when it comes to mentorship, not because we want to sell you something to make money, but you need what we know so that you can make money, right? It is better that you blow an account over and over and over again. There are people that have been in the forex space that have been trading for several years, burnt a lot of money, and still they are not profitable. They are not making money. Those kind of people need training. Okay, you need training, right? Like I always say, it takes money to make money, right? If you are still losing money trading, it is because you don't have the knowledge required to grow an account. So if you want to be profitable consistently, you need knowledge, right? You need to know how to. And most of the time, you cannot know how to until you make an investment into your mind, okay, into mentorship, into courses to teach you how to do that. All right. So we have a lot of people here. All right. So we will check out. Mr. Richard said USDCHF. Hawk Pips, how you doing, bro? Papilo, GBP USD, and then Richard said USD JPY. Okay, so we'll check out those three pairs. So you can, if you joined us, you can also post the pairs that you want us to trade, and then we'll look at it real quick. Okay, so let me just go right up to my trading view, and then share the chart with you. Give me a second, guys. All right. So we're starting with GBP USD. Okay, GBP USD. Let me be sure that I'm live properly. Should be done. All right, good. So we're doing GBP USD. Okay, so this is GBP USD. As always, what do you want to do? You want to start from where? Higher time frame. Okay, so I personally like to start from the monthly and the weekly chart. Okay, because those are what authority time frames. Those are time frames where you want to start your story from. Remember, you want to move with the direction of the market. Okay, so if you are not doing fundamental analysis and then we are only doing this technical analysis, that means we need to have good historical data to be able to make an informed decision. And that data is your top down analysis. So we are starting from the monthly, and the monthly is giving us a clear picture of the market sentiment. Right now, what is going on in the market is that the US dollar is still very, very strong, meaning that price is in a downtrend, very, very clear downtrend. Nobody can dispute this. You can see it clear. Now, we go to the weekly. Now, what is weekly also telling us? Same thing, price is in a downtrend. As you can see, the price is creating lower lows frequently, right? And then we have the daily chart. Okay, so during our last few sessions, we talked about price retracing somewhere here. Okay, so we can see retracement here. This happened, price was here, price came here last week. Okay, that's October 4th, right? And then we are seeing that retracement. Okay, so price is still very much bearish. For us to see bullish intention based on daily, we need to see price break this lower high here. But price has not gotten here. So ultimately, price is still very, very much bearish. That means the dollar is still very, very strong. And then we have been looking at the US dollar index the past few weeks as well. And then we said that the dollar is still on an uptrend. So price has not gotten to where it needs to get. The dollar index hasn't gotten to where it needs to get to before we see major weakness. All right, so price is very bullish. So now we go to the 4 hours. We want to see possible entry for this coming week. All right. So what did we see last week? So this move happened here. I think this move happened on Tuesday or Wednesday. Over here, this is where we had movement, October 4th, 14th. So this happened, I think, from Thursday and Friday. That's when we started having major moves in the market. But meanwhile, a lot of people during on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, they thought that price was going to start retracing from here. Okay, from here. But if you understand market structure, you understand that price needed to come into the zone for that reversal to happen. So all of this that happened last week, Monday to Wednesday, is just liquidity that needed to be grabbed. All right. So let's go back and then look for good. So price is already reacting at this supply. So the supply is in control right now. All right. So what else can we see? Next thing that we can do, okay, so price already reacting here. So possibly we'll go to a lower time frame and then see possible area of entry. Okay. So let me identify the market structure on this guy real quick. Give me a second, guys. All right. Tim Shank, I've not talked about gold yet, so I'll talk about gold shortly. Okay, so just stay tuned. All right. Uh, so back to here. So we have GBP USD here. So on the 15 minutes, I'm seeing this structure, right? So let's do this. We have something like this, and then this, right? And over here we have a move. So price right now, if you want to enter now, I recommend that what do you wait for? You want to wait for price to break this zone here. You want to wait for price to break this zone. So this demand zone needs to be broken. Okay. When price breaks this demand zone, what do you want to do? You want to wait for a retracement. Okay. Wait for a retracement into this zone here. All right. So price will get here and then you sell. Okay. I kid you not, if price should break this demand zone and you try to sell in these zones, okay, you just add to the liquidity. All right. So over here at 1.12500, between 1.12500 and 1.12896 is where you're going to look for sell opportunities from. Okay. So price is already in a downtrend on the price already reacting to a supply zone on the downtrend. And then on the 15 minutes, we are seeing a solid downtrend. All right. So right now, we're not waiting for price to break this demand zone. Once the zone is broken, you wait for a retracement into the zone. Okay. So what do? I'll just set my alert somewhere here. Okay, so that when price gets into that area, I am notified and then I know exactly what to do. Okay, so with my trading style, when price gets into this zone, I'm going to go on my 1 minute chart and then look for my entry criteria. Okay, so based on my smart money concept strategy. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. All right, so we did the same thing for here. So I caught a few pips from here during last week. Okay, so the same thing. When I see price retrace into this zone, all right, I want to look for sales. Okay, is that clear? I think it was Papillo that asked for BPUSD. So nothing for me on GU yet, but ultimately I'm looking for sales. So let's check out what's going on USD JPY. USD JPY. So let's go to the weekly chart, the higher time frame. We want to get information on this guy. So as you can see, kudos to the strength of the dollar, right? USD JPY is on a is bullish. Okay, so it will be out of place right now to look for sales. So we want to look for buys. Okay, so let's go to the daily chart. On the daily chart, what do we have? Buys as well. Okay, let's go to the 4 hours. 4 hours, what do we have? Buys as well. Okay, so what do? It's wrong for you to just because price is bullish right now does not mean that automatically you should just enter for a buy. Remember, you want to wait for price to enter a demand zone. So you're waiting for a retracement into a demand zone before you look for buys, right? So let me do something real quick and spot a possible demand zone. Okay, good. So what I'm gonna do, if I'm waiting for this guy, I'm gonna wait for price to enter the zone. All right. So wait for retracement. So these are 4 hours. I want to wait for price to retrace into the zone. When that happens, or if that happens, I look for my entry criteria, okay, to continue the uptrend. Okay, so if we are doing this, if price should do this, and then we see a buy opportunity, okay, so that's a confirmation that we are on the side of the trend because right now the dollar is very, very strong. And then what we are doing is to buy the dollar, okay, at a very, very important demand zone, right? Very, very important. Okay, so that's what I'll do, Mr. Richard. And then what is the next question that you asked? So Richard asked for USD CHL. Guys, let me know if my screen is too small. I'm using a wide monitor, and then sometimes it might be too small for you guys. So let me know if I need to increase to like zoom in, okay? Or let me know if I'm good. So let's do USD CHF now, and then we'll do gold next, and then EU. Okay, cool. So USD CHF up next. What is price doing? Let's check out what's going on the higher time frame, like the weekly. Okay, so very, very similar to what's going on every USD pair because of the strength of the US dollar on weekly. You can see what USD CHF is doing. Okay, price is still very much bullish on this guy. Price has been bullish, and then we have been saying that price will go higher. So what we're going to be looking for on USD CHF is to look for a buy opportunity, okay, to continue on this uptrend. So let's go to the daily chart. On the daily chart, what do we see? You can see the uptrend here. Okay. All right. Let's go to the 4 hours. I like to get my point of interest from the 4 hours. You can see the 4 hours still very much trending up. Okay. So what I want to do on this guy now, check out what happened on 4 hours. On the 4 hours, we are already seeing price do this. You have retracement into a demand here, price from the higher high. We see price retraced into a demand zone, and then price is about breaking a high here. So what I want to wait for, if price will continue, going high, what I want to wait for is I want to wait for price to break this zone here. So I wait for price to break this high to form a new high, and then I wait for price to retrace into this demand zone. Okay. So retracement into the zone for price to continue going up. All right. So this is a setup that I'm going to wait for on USD CHF. Okay. But on the flip side as well, we can see a change in trend. So that would be a different thing entirely. If price wants to retrace a bit, okay, if price wants to retrace a bit, then this is the recent higher low here, somewhere here, over here. So if price will retrace based on this current market structure, I will need price to break this higher low. If that break happens, you wait for price to retrace into a supply and then look for sales. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do. But right now, because we don't have any reason to sell yet, okay, we have every reason to look for buys in the market. So my bias is to look for buys here. Okay, so I'm anticipating that in this coming week we'll see a break of this zone to form a higher high. When that happens, we'll wait for retracement into the demand and then look for buy setups to continue with the uptrend. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'll wait for. Okay, so let me just set an alert here so that we know when this zone has been broken. Okay, so on most of these pairs, this week might look like a very slow week. We might not see any major setup until maybe Thursday, possibly, because I'm not seeing price approaching strong areas of points of interest yet. So let's check out gold next. Okay, so gold. So gold, let's go to gold on the weekly. I'm also waiting on gold actually. Okay, so we have been talking about gold also as well. And then we said that gold should go on a downtrend. Remember a few weeks ago, we said that this zone right here is a demand zone, and then we wanted gold to break this zone. Okay, so once the break happens, we waited for the retracement, which was here, and then we waited for price to form a lower low. So gold right now is very much bearish. Okay, let's go to demand to daily time frame rather. So on the daily time frame, what is price telling us on the daily time frame? Okay, over here. So also we can see that price. Um, Let me mark out the market shadow real quick. Okay, so we can see this. Okay, this. Okay, so ultimately, ultimately, price is still very much bearish on gold. Okay, but we might also see a shift in momentum. Okay, now because why do I say shift momentum? Because you can see what's going on gold now. Let me mark it out again. The downtrend was going. Okay, you can see this downtrend, and then what happened is this is. Let me make it bigger. I'm going to delete this. Stop this. So gold has been on a downtrend, you can see, and then this is a lower high over here. And what the price do based on market structure, this is just basic market structure. What the price do, we can see a break of this guy here, of this lower high here. Now, and then we are seeing it a strong break, the body of the candle closed above. All right. And then we are seeing price retrace into this right here is a demand zone. And usually, or let's say 7 out of 10 times, when you see this kind of structure align, we're going to see a retracement just like so. And then in this zone, right, we're going to see price move and change direction. Okay, so this is a setup for some sort of a counter trend. All right. So over here, it won't be wrong to look for an opportunity to buy on this daily demand. All right. So what do we do? We'll go to 4 hours and then we'll look for a buy setup on the 4 hours. Now, if we refine this, we might wait for price to come here. So gold might still have a long way to go before the retracement happens. But what we are waiting for ultimately, if we are going to buy gold, we are waiting for the structure to shift from bearish to bullish. So right now, check out what gold is doing. On the 4 hours chart, you have impulse correction, this, and this. Now, you want to wait for this structure to shift from this bearish to bullish before you buy gold. So we don't know what price is going to do this coming week. Maybe we might see something like this, okay, like so, maybe this, okay. And then if this is what happened, before you can buy gold, you have to wait for this lower high to be taken out by an impulsive move. So with this, and then price will retrace back into the demand zone. If this happens, then that's your cue to go long. All right. But right now, based on market, we have not even thought about supply and demand zone. But based on market structure, for gold, gold is approaching a reversal because on the daily demand, on the daily time frame, gold has presented a structure for a shift in order flow. Okay, so looking at this, based on how I've seen the, the markets play out a lot of times, if this reversal order flow is respected, I would expect price to do something like this. So we have this, you can see gold is reacting from this supply zone over here. So I would expect if this demand zone is respected, I would expect price to do this. So if we see this, so something like this, all right, wait for price to break the zone. Once that break happens, all right, price will retrace into that demand zone, that broke the zone, and then ultimately we see price go. All right. So if this zone is not broken, guys, if this zone right here, if we don't see a lower low from this scenario that I just painted, is what is going to happen. All right. So for people that are interested in gold, you don't have any setup on gold yet until you're looking for a price to get into this zone. That's what I wait for. So be very, very patient and let price enter this demand area here. So what you want to do is you want to set your alert somewhere here. If you have been selling gold, you can still be patient and hold some positions to price get here because this zone is a valid demand zone. Okay, so when price gets into this zone, we can start looking for an opportunity to go long. Okay, I hope that answers your question, Tim Shonk. Okay, good. Yeah, so next one, let's do GBP from Mr. Ebenezer. Mr. Ebenezer, we want to do GBP JPY, right? Okay, GBP JPY, and then we'll do GBP USD, and then this chef. Okay, Tim Shonk, you're welcome. Okay, so let's go to GJ. So GJ should be similar to what we've done on GBP USD. GJ, where are you? Okay, so this is GJ. All right. So let me delete everything here. So let's go to the weekly chart. So the weekly chart on GJ, what do we have price doing? Over here is quite a messy market structure, to be fair. All right, but it's looking like price is still very much on an uptrend. Hold on, let me draw this out. Okay, so just to know what's going on over here. So we have this, we have this, we have this. So this is the highest right now that we have. Okay, this, and then this is the highest over here. Okay, so what the price try to do next, we can see market structure here, price broken by wick. A little bit of this candle right here, as you can see, closed beneath this zone. And then what are we seeing? We are seeing a retracement where a retracement into this extreme here. So right here, this is a supply zone that we are currently trading in right now. So price is indicating a possible shift, a possible change of trend from this uptrend to a downtrend. Possible, right? Possible. And then, as you can see, the last time that price was here, let me delete this. The last time that price was here, this guy, okay, you can see that price did not break this high. Okay, so possibly we are expecting a downtrend, possibly. Okay, uh, so let's just go on. So personally, I will be looking for a sell, actually. A little sell inside the zone. Okay, also we should not forget that there's also a lot of liquidity inside the zone that can be grabbed. Okay, over here. So let's mark out this liquidity here. Okay, some sort of equal highs over here. So we might actually see price go up a bit. Okay, grab liquidity and then possibly come all the way down. Or second scenario can be that we just see price continue on the uptrend. You can see price break this zone, retrace, and then keep going up. So we don't know what price is going to do, but we are going to act accordingly as market structure provides. Okay, so right now, based on market structure, this is a structure for an order flow shift, right? Because if this uptrend is still going to be very much respected, this higher low should not be violated like this. Okay, so we are seeing violation. You can see this huge wick here, and then the body of this bearish candle close beneath this higher low. All right. So on the flip side as well, we can also view this as liquidity that was grabbed over here. Okay, this move grab liquidity, and that might be the fraud they need to push price to new highs. I don't know yet. Okay, but what I'm going to do is look for opportunities to sell inside the zone. Okay, so let me delete all of this. So I'm going to go to daily. So that's just me trying to paint a story as to what price wants to do. So on the daily, what do we see price doing on the daily here? Okay, so you can see this. Good. So right now we don't have any reason to sell yet because price is very much showing some sort of bullish order flow on daily. Let's go to the weekly, to the 4 hours. I beg your pardon. Okay, so on the 4 hours we have this happening on the 4 hours. Now for us to look for sales on the 4 hours, what we need to do is very, very simple. All right, so right now price is still very much, you can see price very much bullish on the 4 hours. So if you want to look for sales on these 4 hours, this bullish order flow, we have to wait for the market structure to change first from bullish to bearish. And how do you know when price wants to change from bullish to bearish? Based on your structure, higher low, higher high. For this bullish market, you need to see a higher low being violated. So once the higher low is violated, you want to wait for a retracement and then you look for sell. So right now, price is very much bullish. I don't have a business selling this guy yet. So, but on the weekly, this is it. This zone over here on the weekly is a supply. All right, supply. So I don't have a business buying in a supply. Okay, because there's a lot of bearish intent as well. So what I'll do is I'll wait for price. I'll just wait, guys, for market order to do its thing. Once that does its thing, I'll not look for producer. So I do not see any clear setup yet on GBP JPY. Okay, personally, I like to enter only perfect setups. All right, because That's what we need to do. But I am of the opinion that we are going to see something like this happen during the week. Okay, so price will create a new high, and that high will probably break, take out liquidity here. This liquidity, try to take it out, and then once that happens, this should now be a demand zone that needs to be broken for price to go bearish. So if this happens, we see price do something like this, break, retracement. When price retraces into a supply zone, then we look for sells. Okay, possibly. So this is just an idea, but we will know exactly what we need to do when the market opens during the week. So, like I told us, most of these particular setups, okay, they might align on Thursday because right now I'm not seeing any near point of interest for entries. All right. So that's my take on GJ. I don't have any immediate setup on GJ yet. So I'll just keep checking GJ. So let me put that on my red list. And then let me bring it up. So once I see a setup on GJ, I'll post it on the mentorship platform. Okay. So next pair that I think is there is NZD right? NZD. Okay, that's a pair that I don't like anyways, but let's check it out. NZD. I don't like NZD because most of the time my setups only align when I'm sleeping. NZD. So let's go to the weekly chart. And what we have on the weekly chart, price is in. Okay, if we look at the immediate, it's a downtrend. Let me go to the monthly. Okay, overall downtrend. Let me go to the daily chart. Let's find the setup. Okay, NZD. What is price doing? Now this is the daily chart. Okay, very similar stories aligning. Okay, based on how I view the market. Okay, we are seeing this. Okay, we are seeing this, and then price retrace. Price broke this structure here. And then what are we seeing? We are seeing a retracement into the demand zone. All right. So price retracing to this zone. When that happens, we are seeing a reaction here. All right. So over here, price is in a daily demand right now. Okay. And then this demand is presenting a possible change in shift from this bearish to bullish. So I'm on the side of buys right now based on the daily. Okay, and that buy can just be a short, what's it called, a short move. Ultimately, we should see if this zone will be respected. We should see price break this zone here and create a higher high. Okay, possible higher high creation here. So let me go to the 4 hours chart. So on the 4 hours, what do we have on the 4 hours? Okay, on the 4 hours, we also see the price in a second. Price is in a demand. So let me delete everything here. Hold on. So everything that we have here, this zone is the daily demand. And on the 4 hours, what are we seeing on the 4 hours? The market structure on the 4 hours is very, very simple. We have this, you have this, you have, can I count this? You have this, you have this, and then you have this. And the price is currently retracing into this zone. Give me a second. Is this zone higher than this? Okay, good. So I'll say this is a structural impulse correction. I'll use this impulse and then correction. So what I'll wait for price to enter this zone over here. So if price should come down a bit into the zone, I'll look for buy opportunities in the market to buy this guy. All right. So once price gets here, the way I trade, if price enters the zone, I'll go to the 15 minutes chart. On the 15 minutes chart, what would I do? I'll also wait for price to switch from bearish to bullish. Okay, to identify my point of interest. Once I get my POI on 15 minutes, I'll go on the 1 minute chart and do the same thing. Okay, because of the fractal nature of the market. Okay, so that's what I'll do on end. So I'll just set an alert here. Set an alert here, so that once price gets into the zone, I will look for buy setups. So I'm on the side of the demand of the buyers on this guy, because we are in a daily demand, and then in that daily demand, we've also identified a 4 hour demand. Is that time? So let me add this to my watch list as well. Okay. So which other pair are we looking at? I think I saw Euro US. So let's check out Euro USD real quick. Um, so price is this is also similar to what's going on GBP USD. Price has been bearish, bearish. The last area on daily that price got from was this guy here. Okay, and then look at the overall structure of the market on the daily chart. You're seeing this, you're seeing this. So price is very much bearish. Okay, so it's good to look for sales. Let's go to the 4 hours chart and look for a possible point of interest. So this is a 4 hour chart right here. Hold on a second. The daily charts, what is the chart telling us? In a second. Okay. All right. So based on how I look at the market, I'm seeing that this is an inside bar over here. Okay. I'm seeing this inside bar, possible retracement. Give me a second, guys. Seeing a possible retracement here. So we have this structure, this. We have the break, and then wait for the retracement. Okay. So this is possibly price switching. So we might see a bit of retracement. So maybe start looking for buys on the 4 hours real quick. Let me check what's going on the 4 hours. So on the 4 hours as well, check out the structure on the 4 hours. Okay. Now on the 4 hours, we are seeing price impulse. This price is on a downtrend, was on downtrend in 4 hours. And then what can we see here? Structure shifting. Okay. And then what can we see? We can see the break of the structure. So market structure is letting us know that possible switch. Possible switch. So price is as we trace into a 4 hour demand zone. So it will be cool if anywhere in this zone, we are bound to see a little bit of buy pressure over here. So you'll be on the side of the market, because right now on the 4 hour chart, price has switched order flow. You can see the structure, it has shifted, possibly. Okay, if this happens, look for buys here. Okay, so how we will trade this particular currency will be based on what the market presents in the next couple of days. Okay, so which other pair are we looking at? Let me go back to this. Mr. Desmond is asking a question. Someone is asking, how can I grow my $100 account to 1,000? Mr. Desmond, maybe I answered your question last week where I talked about how you can, what's it called? How we can flip accounts, where I told you about how to compound your account. So based on your risk and your lot size and your risk to reward, you can actually grow your account. All right. So uh, I think you are on the mentorship group, right? So you can chat me up personally, and then we can schedule a one-on-one session, and then I walk you through what you need to do. Okay, is that okay? Okay, Hot Pips, your question is asking, is USJPY structureless? Like it just goes where EU goes? No, I wouldn't say it is structureless. It isn't. Okay, market structure on EU is quite different from UJ because there are different pairs. The only similarity there is the USD. All right, so we can't say that USD is structureless. It isn't. But right now, prices, as we can see, USJPY, let's go back. UJ, I think, is one I would say is very bullish right now. Okay, it's bullish. So it's not structureless. It's actually very, very bullish. Okay, price has been bullish. Unlike EU, their price has been bearish. Okay, so we can say that they are kind of inversely correlated. Okay, so your next question, does it mean that GBP USD and NASDAQ moves the same direction? So let's check out GBP USD and NASDAQ real quick. So GBP USD and NASDAQ. These things are things you can also check by yourself. Okay, so let's go to the weekly. Okay, GBUSD is on a downtrend, right? Let's check NAT 100. Okay, so NAT 100 is an indices of top 100 tech companies. I think tech companies in the world or in the US, I'm not sure. Okay, so it's a similar market structure, similar but not exactly the same. Okay, similar. Please, how can one start learning financial analysis? Any particular website to recommend? You can go to Forex Factory and check it out. Go to Forex Factory. Forex Factory, if you go to the site, you will learn about what all the news types is all about and how it is generated. You can also go to FX Street. Okay, you see all of those things there. Okay. Yep. So what else do we have? I think we've checked out everything. Anybody wants to check out any crypto pair? So I think we have the next 10 minutes to wrap up this call. Any other pair you want me to check out before we call it a night? So Mr. Fees, I think you maybe came late. We've already analyzed GBP USD. So you might want to watch the replay. Okay. No replay. So to do this. Okay. So guys, now let me tell you something that we are doing on the mentorship platform right now. If you are not on the mentorship, this would be an amazing time to get on the mentorship platform. Why? Hold on. Give me a second. Okay. So you see something scrolling beneath the screen right now. This is access to work with me personally one-on-one, where I show you how to trade the institutional way. Okay. And one thing that you get access to a trading community, you get access to what's it called? A training library. Okay, an updated training library. And most importantly, you get access to weekly one-on-one sessions with me. Okay, so just recently, so everybody on the membership platform right now, in addition to everything that you have access to, okay, each week you can schedule a one-on-one session with me online via Zoom, and then I work with you, some sort of a what's it called? How do you put some sort of a partnership kind of structure where I'm responsible for your growth. So every week for about 30 minutes, we come live on Zoom, and then I solidify the knowledge that you have, what I taught on the library. Okay, I can answer your questions one on one. You also have access to a trading setups group as well. Okay, Mr. Ibrahim, you're not on the group. Okay, please chat me up, and then I'll give you links to it. Okay, and then you're good. All right. So access to the mentorship is just $100. Okay, to learn everything, get access to what we're about. That will be an amazing investment into your trading career. Okay, if you want to start to take your game to the next level, uh, you need to be a part of this. So someone is asking, do you have any idea about boom and crash? Yes, I know about boom and crash, but I don't trade boom and crash because boom and crash is a computer program. It's not actual. It's not based on anything. Okay, you can't really tell what moves boom and crash. Okay, can you also think about it? Why is it that it is only derivative that offers boom and crash, and derivative is not even the largest forex broker in the world. They are not even in top 20. Okay, why is that? It's only derivative that is offering boom and crash. Okay, boom and crash. VIX, they are not regulated. Okay, so nothing controls it. It's just like a game. Okay, so that's why I don't trade boom and crash and VIX. So, Mr. Richard, it is a game. That's why you can't know how the market moves on boom and crash. You can only try. And that's why a lot of people would always blow accounts using boom and crash. So someone is asking, so Fitz is asking, how can Fibonacci retracement be helpful on entry? Um, there is a video on Mr. Fizz. Are you still on the membership platform? I think I clearly explained the zones where you can look for entries. Okay, so if you are if you are on the right side of the market, zones where you can take entry from will be from 0.5, that's 50%, from 0.5 and 0.71, 715 or 716, 736. Okay, so that's 50%, this is 1.8, and then the 73.6 zones. So those are zones where you can look for entries if you are on the right side of the market structure. And then when it comes to exit, you can exit at 1.278, 1.618. Okay, easily. So those ones would even give you an easy, a good risk to reward. Is that clear, sir? All right. So any more questions before we call it a night? Any more questions, guys? All right. So, guys, let us wrap up then. In the absence of questions, so I want to say a very, very big thank you to everybody for being a part of these sessions. Um, if you have any questions outside this, feel free to reach out to me personally, and then I'll do the best I can to give you all the support that you need. All right, guys, I wish you all the very best in this trading week. Don't be in a eager to make money in the forex market. If you are too eager, you eagerly lose your money. Okay, so you want to only enter the right setups enter perfect setups. Enter perfect setups only. That's where you can be sustainable in this market. And when you lose trades, don't let it affect you. Okay, build your mindset, build your emotion. Learn how to trade like a robot. Okay, so and it takes training. So don't expect to be a guru in the first market under a few months. Okay, usually you will never master it in 3 months. So you need like 6 months to a year to really master this forex thing. So it takes a considerable amount of investment of time and money to really understand the market. Like I said in the beginning of this training of this session, you cannot take away screen time. Okay, even if you have access to the best mentorship program, you still have to do the work by yourself. Okay, because once everything starts making sense to you, you will not make money. Okay, so something has to click. Once it clicks, then you know that you have something amazing in your hands. Okay, and that click comes with discovery. You discover something when you access some mentorship program. So that discovery is what you need to, personalize the strategy and then make it your own, and then you can use it. Okay. I hope that makes sense to you guys. All right. Enough talking for tonight. I'll see you on Sunday, next week Sunday. Let's have a profitable trading week. God bless you all guys. Cheers. I'll see you next week. Bye.